Trampoline's an awesome day where people can come and share what they find amazing. And we're about to kick things off, and we'll be setting the grid where anybody can put their hand up and say, yep, I've got something to share.
Hey, I'm Mel, and what I want to talk about and hear about today is how facilitating people with a social vision and a social mission can help to change the world from the bottom up.
I went to Steve's talk this morning on Wisdom 2.0, and we did a live link up to a group in San Francisco that are at the Wisdom 2.0 conference. And there were some pretty extraordinary things that came out of that talk this morning. One of the things that kind of amazed me was the fact that we were, first of all, even able to do a live link up to this group in San Francisco.
Had a really good discussion on wisdom downstairs earlier. I was really so happy to be amongst people who were chatting about all that stuff and bringing it up. We called in the guys in San Francisco. I think the grid looks really cool, and Trampoline's kind of away, and it's exciting to be here, and there's a big blimp that I can't wait to see what it does later on.
This is Blimp Duino, which is a little Arduino-based kit set, which we thought we'd put together at Connected Community Hackerspaces for Trampoline, showing a little trampoline scrolling LED sign on the front. And it's supposed to be an autonomous blimp that tracks to an infrared beacon, which we should have up and running soon. It should fly itself around.
What am I excited about? Well, lots of things, but I think right now, actually, this building and being at Trampoline, it's totally awesome. People have been telling me about Donkey Wheelhouse, but this is the first time I've actually arrived. This is so cool. If you don't know about Donkey Wheelhouse, find out about it. It's very, very, very cool.
So we're just interested in hearing everyone's different ideas and learning from people and just hearing something new today.
Just the way that everyone's from all different places and they've got all different ideas.
In different industries.
Learning, growth, connecting people, the faith and belief that when you get enough people together there's a net positive and we can transcend all our differences. My own little meme is to do so through the information technology fabric, although I reckon the internet is just another step on us coming full circle to realise that the network's already there at a deeper spiritual quantum, whatever you want to call it, level. So it's a necessary step for us all to learn. Internet.
Janet gave a talk about
2 in 100,000,
which was about her suffering a blocked artery and sort of her medical story around that. And I liked her talking about it. I like the sort of lessons about getting to know what's right and what's not right with your body, and if you feel something's not right, don't muck about. Go and see your GP and have a GP you know well. All that sort of advice. I think it bears repeating.
I'm excited about people being able to talk openly and freely about what they're interested in. That's pretty much why I'm here.
Just for Steve's mom to come on board to Trampoline and speak to a room of people whom she has no interaction with normally, and for her to come on board and be brave and be bold and just open up that bit of herself, it was harrowing, the account that she told about how close she came to this, having a full-on stroke. And an honest account. That was good.
What I'm interested in is creating great experiences, but also having great experiences. And Trampoline allows me to have a lot of interesting experiences. I learn about them and where I can go next with those. So try and pick the sessions based on what I don't know.
So I was going to talk about Austrian economics, and I'm really passionate about Austrian economics. I love it. It's basically a theory for how to explain how markets do work and how the economy, the reason why the economy works the way it does. It's an opposing theory to Keynes, which is the main prevalent theory that's out there, that's accepted by government.
I'm really interested in building cafes, and I love the whole Melbourne coffee culture and the boutiques and everything, and just coming to Trampoline and meeting all these people, getting ideas, it's just really great, and it's making me even more passionate. And so hopefully in 6 months' time you'll see a coffee shop up.
And it's just a very beautiful explanation of how things work and how they should work, and doesn't say any more about how governments shouldn't do this or they should never do that. It's rather just about if the governments do X, this is what will happen. And it's a very beautiful explanation. It all sounds very complex before you get to it, and Keynes makes it sound even like 100 times more complex, but Austrian makes it very simple and very concise, and it's very logical, and it's beautiful. The clouds part, the sun shines when you learn about Austrian economics. It's fantastic. I recommend anyone to learn about it.
Penguins.
Oh, penguins. I can talk about penguins.
You
I'm
love
always excited about penguins.
He loves penguins.
Yeah. What do you want to know about penguins?
What I'm really excited about at the moment is last week there was a survey done up at Mount Bullfight, which is just near Lake Mountain. And through Parks Victoria, they've discovered that 30 nest spots for leadbeater possums that were put in 2 months, 3 of them have been colonised. Leadbeater possums are really endangered, and their primary area of habitat was Lake Mountain and totally destroyed February of last year. So this is an amazing sign that the species still has some hope of surviving in the wild.
It's been fun.
I just like the randomness of the ideas, different people.